2 days before our wedding, my fiancée stood in front of everyone. She took off her ring and told me that marrying me would be the biggest mistake of her life. No one defended me. No one asked how I felt. I picked up the ring, wished everyone a kind and nice evening, and walked out. 6 months later, she stood outside my office with tears in her eyes, holding something that changed everything for both of us in an instant. My name is Noah. I grew up in a town where hard work mattered more than how things looked. 5 years ago, I joined a tiny computer company. The salary wasn't impressive, but the founders offered me something special: shares in the business. Most people laughed, but I accepted the offer. I believed in the work very much, and it felt right. Later, I met Claire. She loved how kind and calm and supportive I was. We traveled, celebrated birthdays, and dreamed of a future together. When I proposed, she said yes immediately. Everything felt perfect until we started planning the wedding. Suddenly, her parents only cared about my salary, my car, and my home. Every family dinner felt like a hard interview I was failing. One evening, her father said, "Love doesn't pay the bills." Claire stayed silent. That silence hurt me more than his mean words ever. 2 days before the wedding, Claire invited me to dinner. Her parents, cousins, and friends were all there. Claire stood up and said she had made her choice. She took off her engagement ring. She said she couldn't marry someone with no big future. The room became painfully quiet. Someone laughed. Someone whispered she deserved better. I looked at Claire and smiled. I hoped she found what she wanted. I placed the ring on the table and walked away into the night. 3 months later, my tiny company was bought by a giant business. My shares became worth millions. I didn't buy fancy cars or show off. I simply moved on and focused on my own happiness. One afternoon, my receptionist called. She said a woman named Claire wanted to see me. Claire walked in looking very tired. She admitted the businessman she left me for had cheated on her. She put our old engagement photo on my desk and said she missed us. Finally, I looked at the picture. I told her she left because she thought my future was small. She started crying and said she was wrong. I nodded and told her I believed her. She smiled, but I added that believing she was sorry wasn't the same as wanting her back. I returned the photo, wished her a very good life, and watched her leave. Sometimes the greatest victory isn't proving other people wrong. It is becoming someone who no longer needs their approval to feel happy.